We're live. It's the Rundown. It's Thursday. It's brought to you by SeatGeek. Our friends at SeatGeek. I was going to actually buy. You can see Trent's head turned right now. We're filming this during, I guess, the first round. You were the play-in game?
Yeah.
First round Big Ten tournament, which is going on now. We talked about it yesterday. You can buy your tickets for this. $10 off your first purchase. Use the code RUNDOWN. You notice Trent and I are not at the game, even though it's Michigan-Iowa. That's because we have work to do. It's the middle of the day. We have Brandon Schaub coming in later for Barstool Radio. Couldn't escape to go to the game. I will be going tomorrow if they win. I had breakfast this morning with Red Berenson.
Nice.
I don't know who that is.
He's like probably the most famous college hockey coach of all
Okay.
time. Michigan coach, awesome guy, hilarious stories. Also, because Michigan's starting to look at me like I could be a potential donor.
Oh, sure.
So-
They're trying to butter you up?
Yeah. They're like, we're not
Gotta
going to
get you
ask
in
you
there.
for money like today, but if
once
you...
you're at a billion, right?
that was what this
They
is
saw the
about.
$100 million valuation and they were like, all right,
Yeah.
We
this
gotta
guy's got
start
deep
working on
pockets.
him.
Yep, and I also bitched that they didn't give me tickets yesterday, and then suddenly they're like, we'll give you seats in the athletic director's suite the entire tournament. Big Cat said he's going to come with me tomorrow because Wisconsin plays before.
Yeah.
But I don't know how opposing colors are received in the
You
AD
can't.
suite.
I think there's like you can't do that at all.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
it's
can't-
like you're in the
like,
press box, you can't cheer? You
yeah,
gotta-
you
No, you can
not.
cheer. I can
Yeah,
cheer
yeah.
for
No,
Michigan.
you can't. But he can't be in there.
No, I don't think you could wear like Iowa into
No
the Michigan
way.
suite.
They'd make you
Okay,
take it off.
I see
That's
you're
what I
saying.
don't know that Dan's going to try to wear Wisconsin
No, you can't.
into the Michigan suite. I don't think that's allowed.
That's not going to fly. He's
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
sitting where I
Like
was
in
sitting last night.
even in the Rangers boardroom, you can't wear any other team
Right,
color
I would
in there.
find it pretty unusual. So I'm going to have to ask about that. Anyways, we got the game on here.
Yep.
9-point favorites, Michigan.
5-point lead right now for Iowa.
Little, is
It's early. It's early, yeah.
I have them -9, even though I didn't like them so much, Michigan. I thought it would be close that I took them.
Okay.
Also, little known fact, if we go back in history, the only reason Trent is here is because when Iowa had no chance to beat Michigan in football, he offhandedly was like, hey, if Iowa beats Michigan in football,
I didn't say that. You
can
said
I
that.
come to New York?
No,
I was
no,
like,
no.
Sure.
You turned that around. You were the one who came out with the first tweet. You're like, if Iowa wins, you can come to New York, and then it happened. I didn't proposition you for that. It just
Oh,
happened.
this was yours?
I don't remember
doesn't sound like your
exactly
bet.
going down like
When
that.
this goes up, we'll put the tweet in the rundown of your tweet where it says, if Iowa beats Michigan, Trent can move to New York.
Yeah, but what prompted me to say that? Out of the blue, I said that?
I never said anything about it.
That
Is that
doesn't
why you're
I
here
think
now?
Stooley tweeted
Yeah, oh, yeah.
it. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
From that tweet.
Yeah, he got mad about it like maybe 4 months ago. You're like, the only reason I'm here is because I lost a bet or something. I was like,
I did get
well,
mad
you're
about
here.
that on the
You
radio. That's
lost
true.
the bet and had to move here.
I won the bet
won
to
the
move
bet to
here.
move
He
here.
wanted
Okay,
to come
that's what I
here.
thought.
He wasn't brought here in the initial wave.
Yep.
Frankly, I thought he was lazy.
Yep.
And then he won his way here when Iowa
People
beat
ask me,
Michigan.
that's the number one question I get. They're like, is that bet real? Is that why you moved here? And I tell them 100%.
Oh, it's fucking dead real.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's very Barstool.
I believe a Stooley tweeted at you and was like, if they said the bet to you and then you were like, sure, let's do this.
Oh, all right. That makes sense. I know I didn't just come up with it. And I don't know what year. Iowa should not have been beating Michigan whenever that was. You
Last
weren't
second
supposed
field
to be-
goal.
You weren't supposed to be here. But you're here. Welcome.
Remember.
I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
Now we get to watch this game and maybe make some content out of it.
I'm very happy to be here.
I wish we were at the game. Whatever.
too.
All right, on to the subjects. James Harden went viral. Gaz, I was just in like a 10-hour meeting with him downstairs, said this Harden clip was one of the most viral clips he's had all year. Jefferson, is that who?
Yeah, Wes.
Wesley Johnson.
Wesley Johnson. Broke his ankles. It was an offensive foul, right? We're all going to agree with that. You just pushed him to the ground.
Nope.
That's kind of like all Harden does, though.
Push
So if they're-
people?
if they're
I
not
could have
gonna
swore I
call
went
it
back and
now,
watched it a bunch, and the guy just flat out fell
Yeah,
over
he
his own
fell.
feet.
It didn't look like he pushed
I thought
him
he
at all.
pushed him off. But I guess maybe not an offensive
He
foul.
like tripped over himself pretty bad.
And then he made it 1,000 times worth when you stare at the guy like
was
that's
great.
and then
Take
hit
it
it.
3 seconds back and then
Yeah.
go. That was badass.
I think there needs to be some sort of demotion for Wesley Johnson. You know how they do European soccer where if you play so badly you get pushed
Relegated?
down? Relegation. I think
We've been
that's
taught
what
that's like the second time in 2 days we've used that term, relegated.
Oh, I mean,
Where'd you
look
use
at
it before?
JSV shows up and we're a soccer
it's
team.
all-
Oh,
Yeah.
Big Cat bought a New Zealand basketball team that's getting
yeah.
relegated.
Oh, that sucks.
There needs to be some sort of punishment, I guess. Maybe the punishment you would say is he's a meme for the rest of his life. James Harden, that
I'd say
replay is
that's,
going to exist forever. But
brutal
I think you
punishment.
send him down to the D League or the G League, whatever you call it now, just to make it even worse.
Put him away. He can't like come back and play.
Yeah,
a
you
game
can't play in the
anytime
NBA
soon.
again like that. If he's
No.
playing a game tonight, that doesn't seem right after you have something like that happen to you.
It's big move by Harden to pause, because if you miss the shot and you pause, it's a nothing clip.
Yeah.
But pausing and staring and then burying it.
Yeah, that's a big swinging dick moment.
I generally don't feel. I actually almost. I don't know if I'm getting like soft. I almost
Yeah,
felt
what?
bad for him.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like he's a nobody, right? The guy Wesley.
Like had he been a bigger name, you would have felt.
Yeah, it's
okay
like this
with it.
guy's legs. He looked like Gumby on the ground. It like look, and you know when a deer tries to like stand up for the first time, like a
Yeah,
baby
on ice
fawn.
or something.
Yeah, it's this fucking guy. This is forever now. And Harden, I don't like Harden. I don't like Harden. I don't like Harden because he had Moses Malone's son beat up and like
These are
mugged.
all. These are all positives, Mike. I thought you would feel the same way. I thought
You
Yeah,
like-
it's
getting
like nice swagger. Like,
dominating
It's
somebody
awesome
the way that he
swag,
dominated.
but I
Wesley.
just don't like James Harden. I
don't-
hate James Harden. You know what? All right,
Why?
I'm getting to a deeper issue because James Harden does this, and then in the postseason he vanishes every single year.
That is true.
And then he'll act like he didn't vanish. So great, you did it. What month are we in?
March.
Come April or August or whatever the NBA fight, he'll be a non-factor. Like he'll get his pocket picked, and Wesley Johnson will dunk on
He'll
him.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Wesley Johnson will do it.
your regular season clips do nothing for me. Bob Kraft, my friend Bob Kraft in the news, late breaking yesterday. Chaps actually alerted it to me, texted me. Thank you, Chaps, for keeping in the loop. Bob Kraft, a story came out that his girlfriends had a secret baby, and now she was ensconced in the mansion. Ricky Noel Lander, shout out to that video that we broke, that somehow we don't have and get no credit. That green screen punch video.
Oh yeah.
That was sent to me.
Pussy.
Yeah, that was sent to me personally. Like we blogged that first, wouldn't exist on the internet without us. It's everywhere. People crediting Deadspin for some reason for it, even though Deadspin was like fake credited us, whatever. Kraft today, they issue a statement saying it is not his baby.
Yeah.
Now there's a lot of talk whether he got cucked, whether he
Well,
knew it.
that's my
Is
question
that
for you. So
weird,
I don't
though?
follow Bob Kraft as closely as you do. Are they? They're not still dating, right?
No, I think they are.
No, they are dating.
That
so
is a
she
I read
had
your
sex
blog
with
about
someone
it.
Else, then.
That is
Cheated
a.
on him.
That is science.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Obviously,
Well, no,
it's
they
not
may have
his.
been broken up.
Okay. How they've been together for a while?
Yeah, 5 years.
If they're still
He's
dating,
40
you.
years younger.
So
than
she
him.
disappeared, and they said they were broken up. And now what I'm reading is that she was just pregnant and didn't want to be in public while she was pregnant, maybe.
I don't know, but you towed the
She
line
hid
very
the
nicely since
pregnancy
you're
like
friends with Bob
Kylie.
Kraft.
I
and
am
you were
friends with
like,
him.
oh, if he's being supportive of her now, that's very nice. That's an awful look for Bob Kraft. If you get
Well-
cucked by somebody else and
Aren't you happy that it's not your baby?
you are happy, but if he is,
He's not the father.
if
Yeah.
he's not the father, but he's
Hilarious clip, by the
helping-
way, that Milmore made of "He is not the father." Awesome clip.
Andrew, you are not the father.
Ready for action, living in the bud, we never relaxing. Outcast at everlasting, not flashing.
But if he's helping take care of the kid still, that's crazy to me
So
too.
he's gonna help support it. He's gonna help pay.
Well,
What? I don't know.
Well, yeah, he's taking. Yeah, he said he was.
But the more I think about it, if you're a billionaire, what is he really doing? He's just like writing a check. He's
Can
not-
you have a baby when you're 76?
Yeah.
You can.
As a dude,
Yep.
yeah.
Dudes can have babies until we're dead.
Forever.
You don't think there's a chance? You know, I've been cucked once or twice in my day, so not in like a good way. But do you think there's a portion that he was just cool with it though?
What do you mean? That he,
Like no 30-year-old is happily like having sex with like a 76-year-old. I don't
No.
think. So maybe it's like, hey, we're gonna hang out. We're
Oh,
gonna
so he knows,
girlfriend
but he
dinner.
doesn't want to embarrass her for her having sex with a 76-year-old guy?
I think he just didn't want it. I don't know what he wanted. I don't know. But I don't think he's walking around like, you know how I was quite upset when I found out I got cucked?
Yeah.
I don't. I was quite perturbed.
Yeah,
he
there
was
was a whole day
surprised, or
where
you
whole
knew
day where
ahead
you
of
were really
time?
mad.
Like
I
she
was-
was like,
I was
hey,
very
I've been
mad.
cheating
Even
on
the night
you.
before, there were a lot of tweets.
I don't think he had the same. I don't think it went down in the traditional way mine went down. This way, like whereas ran on the radio and was like very mad.
Yeah,
I think
Kraft's
he.
not going on
So you're saying he
WEEI
did
and
get
talking
cucked,
about
but he
this.
just doesn't want to play it the way you did.
I think he made whatever happened. I think he knew all along.
Yeah, I think he definitely knew all along.
I don't think so.
Like, it's not like a surprise pregnancy and then he's like, oh my God, it's not mine. I think he'd be super relieved that it's not his too. It's just surprising, like, did this girl have sex with someone else while they were dating, or were they broken up? And then why would they stay together now? Like, why would
Well, I think he probably was fine. Like I said, I think he knew. I think he's known what's happened in
why
his
would she
relationship.
have the baby anyways? It's like some random guy's baby? I don't know.
Well, we don't know who the guy is.
I don't think he knew all along. You're giving him a little too much credit there.
Why?
Why? If they're the thing to me, the deciding factor is if they're still dating now. That's very strange. To me.
Yeah.
They are. And he said he's going to take care of her. He bought her a mansion, all that stuff. Let me put this again. Drawing from experience, I would
She
not
worked
be
the
putting
system.
somebody in a mansion right now.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you don't have Bob Kraft money either.
Imagine getting to date Bob Kraft
That's
and
fairly
not having
insulting.
to have a baby with him.
It also happens to be true.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Date Bob Kraft, don't have to have sex with Bob Kraft, but get his money.
Well, then we don't know that they don't have sex. They just didn't have it here. No, what was insulting is that you think if I did have the money, I would, like, you think I would buy, after I've been cucked, I'd be like, oh, here's a mansion?
Well, that's why your blog was disingenuous, because that's what you were saying.
No, but it's different. I'm not 76. I'd like to think that I can still swing the bat.
Okay, fair enough. You got like 50% there.
What's
You
yeah.
Nice, mate.
you were just too young when you got cucked. So
Right.
you couldn't figure this out.
Right. Like, I was not, like, I think if I got cucked at 75, I'd be more like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Or I'd be in it. Like, hey, can I go have sex? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
That could have happened too.
That's what I think. I think
could have
it's
been, like,
all on the
agreed
same
upon.
page. Correct. World Cup. Julie, we got you on the World
Nice.
Cup. Story comes out that Russia, we didn't get to the bottom of anything on that story. World Cup, they will allow drugs, cocaine, whatever. Now, it's Russia, which
Yeah.
I think anything goes, but I guess you need papers.
Yeah, you have to have a prescription written in either English or Russian. And you just have to like show the paperwork to, I guess, people at the airport or going into the stadium if you have it. Because you can also, it's like cocaine, heroin, and I think weed.
Can I have a question?
Yeah.
You can get, like, written prescriptions for coke
Yeah. What
that-
illness do you have to have where they're like, you know what, the cure's this? Cocaine.
or heroin.
That's what it said
Like,
in,
I don't
like,
even
AP.
know where to get heroin, never mind, like, a prescription for it.
I guess you go to your doctor. You got
Yeah.
A heroin
a
prescription.
heroin prescription. Like, you have
Does
this
that,
illness.
that doesn't exist.
That was part of the Associated Press article. It was like you can bring heroin in if you have a prescription, which is obviously.
But that's like you can fly into the stadium if you have prescription to fly.
The prescription.
Yeah, well, I guess weed then you could get
Weed.
that in.
Well, the prescription thing
Unless
is not going
Russia
to
maybe
actually
have
matter.
it.
That's something
Yeah.
that they put in there where it's like you have to have these papers, but as soon as people start flooding in,
Yeah.
they're just going to fucking let
You
them
just
in.
Yeah.
have like a dot,
Yeah.
like everyone.
a written hand.
Well, you hear about it now.
note.
If you go to the doctor, people can get they get Xanax.
Right.
If you're just like, oh, well, I feel this way sometimes. Doctors are going to be writing prescriptions no matter what.
Not only that, like the Russia people, like I fly with my dog and say she's a therapy dog. She is not, but I just forge it, and it's like.
Oh, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, so like, what's a Russian be like? That's not an official document from my doctor in fucking Peabody, Mass. Like,
Right.
Of course.
I tell you, it's a hell of a way to get people to go to soccer games, though. If you want to be like,
Yeah.
bring your drugs and
Does the
we'll.
World
It's
Cup need
interesting
that?
because like even when I went to Sochi, you couldn't bring and there was no alcohol being sold. So like they won't have booze, even though Russia's completely obsessed with vodka, but they'll allow you to have heroin. It's fucked
What do you
up.
mean there's no booze?
No booze in any stadium.
At
in
the
Russia.
Olympics?
Yeah,
That's another thing.
non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah.
Is there beer being
There was
served?
beer there yesterday. There
Oh,
was,
then there'd be beer today.
At MSG.
yeah. I thought you were talking about.
You could buy beer yesterday.
Yes, I saw people drinking beer.
Oh wow, that's
That's
very
good.
encouraging.
Yeah.
Okay, good
I
to
thought you were
know.
speaking bigger where like Big Ten stadiums you can't drink beer. That's a problem too.
Well, the NCAA tournament, like when I went to the Grade 8 or whatever it's called, Elite 8, Grade 8, a lot of that's one of the great debates of our time. But they don't sell it at NCAA tournament games. I guess the Big Ten tournament they are here.
Do they
Because
sell
of
beer
MSG,
at,
I guess.
at the Big House? Do they sell it? For
No.
me? No, they don't do it at Kennedy.
Although when I had breakfast today with Red Berenson, did I mention
I
that?
heard about that.
They said they're trying to fix that at Michigan.
Really?
It's crazy that they don't. You can't drink it at Kenneck either. Like
Yeah.
that's a lot of money you're losing out on there.
Yep. It's such a stupid rule because if you're 21, who cares? It's not like saying you can have beer at a college stadium. Suddenly you're selling it to like underage kids.
Right.
So what's the difference?
It sucks without booze.
Yeah, sporting events not meant to be dry. Last one we had this clip I thought was very funny. It's just this high school coach on an inbound pass, straight up
awesome.
playing like defense. And by the way, nobody said anything to him.
That was the biggest thing to me. Like, how is the ref not like, all right, buddy, like, relax. Like, it's a high school game.
I
Like,
think it's
fucking
fair
chill
game.
out.
Like, he doesn't go actually on the court.
He was outside the coach's box.
Yeah.
I would agree with you. If you stay in the coach's box, maybe you can do
Kind
it.
of do whatever you want.
If I'm the player, I'd throw it right off his face.
And by the way, it mattered. Like, kid couldn't see down the other end of the court.
Yeah,
He
like,
was
his peripheral vision, is that what you call it?
Yeah.
You could see that like clear as day if you're that guy.
Yeah, so.
I like him getting into it.
Me too. I kind of
Yeah.
think it's a new wrinkle. That's like when you say throw off in the face. There's all those clips, the crazy soccer people who do those like flip throw-ins,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they
Oh,
always
yeah.
whip it off people's faces by accident or on purpose, however you look at it. That's all we got. We got anything in post show? I know Riggs. I've seen the reviews. People really like the stool scenes out in Boca.
Cousins Retreat.
It looked like a lot of fun there.
Yeah, the first one put out last night. I think it's like about 15-ish minutes long, and people love it. I mean, they can't get enough of the cousins. Cousin Murray and Cousin Mike are
Yeah,
fucking.
I guess Cousin Murray tried to thought he should be able to check. Like,
I mean, have you seen it? Have you seen a picture of this luggage? It is it's this big, that big, and he was furious that they made him check it. He's like, I was trying to carry it on. He said he missed it by half an inch. He missed it by 3 feet. That was the thing he was the most mad about when we first got there.
I also saw a picture of him taking his wallet out, and he had clearly keeping every receipt. He had a wallet full of receipts that I'm going to get reimbursement for.
Is that weird that they went to hang out with your family?
Super weird.
Yeah.
Super weird.
I'll tell you
but
this.
it takes a lot of pressure off me because by extension I hung out. with
Yeah.
him.
I will tell you this, but when we got there, it was weird how not weird it was that we were down there in the condo.
It's weird.
Your parents were very nice and very inviting.
It's weird. I saw a picture of my dad in that yellow T-shirt. He just looks like melted eggs. It's like I want to start working out instantly because
That's
this
your future.
could be my body type, and it is a debacle. So that was good motivation.
So yeah, the first one came out last night. I think we've got I think there's 4 parts of it.
Wow.
One coming out again tonight, and then the next day and the next day.
It's honestly like Roots. It's like this huge docu-series that we put out of you two going to fucking my parents' house
Yeah.
in Florida.
Did they invite you guys down? Is that how?
Well,
it
the
came
thing
I mean,
about?
I didn't mean the slave angle, but this long, it's like
It's an
Ken,
event.
Ken
This
Burns'
is an event.
baseball documentary.
Yeah.
And this is the thing. The first one we put out was just us going from the airport, just getting to the condo. So the whole rest of the weekend is much, much crazier and weirder.
Yeah, that's what YP's like. I got hours of footage. I'm like, are you cutting it down? He's like, no, that is cut down.
It's true.
Oh man.
So, yeah, something to look forward to. Anything
Yeah.
else post show? What do we
No,
got here? Michigan up now 3.
Michigan's up by 3.
About to be 5. This guy's a dominator in the paint. There you go.
Yep, there's 5.
So
You
this
guys
looks
should have
like,
just done play-by-play of this.
I know. Oh well. 16 points in the paint. That's pretty good. So it'll be if Michigan. Who do they play to if they win?
Nebraska.
Ooh, that's gonna be a tough game. Nebraska's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then Big Cat has. It is crazy how we are such a Big Ten heavy group.
That is strange for a company that's East Coast.
Yeah, it's like all. I mean, we have
You own
Rutgers,
Michigan,
we have Illinois, we have Iowa, we have Michigan, we have Wisconsin, and we have Maryland. We have a million schools covered.
Most of them covered, yeah. So and they have it at the tournament at a weird time.
This is when the pizza thing started. The
guys-
first time I met Big Cat, I actually dressed as a slice of pizza,
I remember
and
that
he
video.
dressed as a hot dog, and we went to the Big Ten tournament. Was it a burrito?
Yeah, he was a burrito. You were a piece of pizza.
That's right. It's the very first time.
Because that
I
was
met him.
you guys had the burrito versus pizza thing
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
long
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah. All right, that's the rundown.